I can eat without YouTube. Crazy, right? So this video is about how and why, and overall, the more general topic of how I relax and live without being overstimulated. So even as a Gen Z kid born in 2006, I've never downloaded TikTok. Like, quick aside, you remember when people thought that it was like ridiculous and lame when it first came out? I didn't want it during that era, and I especially don't want it now after like everything it's evolved into. So I also stay as far away as I can from Instagram Reels and like YouTube Shorts. I usually spend my time commuting or relaxing while not being on my phone. The most I'll do is listen to music on a trip, but I still regularly just relax on the bus or train with nothing. So why? Was it difficult to start doing this? Yes, it was. I started practicing this around sophomore year of high school, and every time I got off my phone, I thought to myself, this feels like torture. There's no reason for me to do this. There's absolutely nothing for me to see or do off my phone. I'd rather try I'd rather try this some other time and distract myself for now. And that's what my phone ended up being. All social media, like even the long form videos I was watching, trick you into thinking you've done something productive by recommending a bunch of videos that teach you things that you'll forget later. All of the distractions at some point don't feel like anything, and it all just becomes noise. Just noise to drown out thoughts. And whenever I felt this way, I hated it. I wasn't in control of my own mind. It was a depressing, sinking feeling. But I was very curious to see what would happen if I got used to not scrolling. So every time I felt the urge to take out my phone, I would hold it back. It sucked in the moment, but the other benefits of doing this revealed themselves to me quickly. Firstly, it's just relaxing. It's definitely not just me that feels this, but when you're scrolling on social media, it feels like your brain is slowly being heated in a microwave at like low heat. Like it's just slightly not at full awareness. So being on neither a scroll or even music is not only a stimulation break, but it actually felt like full controls over my thoughts were given back to me. I love music, but I know I have to let go sometimes to have proper quiet. And I know for some of you watching, the thoughts that come with pure silence are what you avoid. But at the same time, how long are you going to set them aside for? The silence that comes with not being overstimulated has led to most of my creative ideas, where I can think things through and plan projects and be in the proper state of mind to hit every goal I want to hit with that peace. In general, it leads to peace of mind and better focus, and for me, overall fulfillment and creativity. So the specific guide for how to get to this point starts with baby steps. First step is to locate your other interests or hobbies that you can spend time with while not being on social media. At first, if you're trying to do this at home, you shouldn't just replace scrolling with doing nothing. The time should be filled with something positive. If you feel like you don't have an interest, just take something you're even vaguely curious about and do a simple search into why people enjoy that subject. That's something that helped me discover brand new interests. There could be some specific aspect of this broad subject that excites you to try it. The second step is to slowly get comfortable with silence. If you aren't in a place where you can delve further into your hobby, you should still aim to stay off your phone and enjoy the moment. This is mainly referring to commuting to school or work. The main thing I like to do is just enjoy sounds or views of the ride. I'm in the North Jersey and New York area, so I'm commuting on the bus and train constantly. I enjoy bus sounds, train sounds, rain sounds, city noise, etc. For my Sopranos fans, it's literally that view coming out of the Lincoln Tunnel into Weehawken and looking out to the sea across the Hudson. But overall, just taking in the natural scenery is nice. My third piece of advice is to keep like a tiny notebook with you, like for $1 from a convenience store. If you have a thought that's interesting to you and it gives you the urge to pull out your phone and look it up, just jot it down in a tiny notebook for later. The goal here is to keep you from pulling out your phone and sinking into bad habits. Also, a little notebook with things to remember is just fun to have. I like to write down good sayings to remember that keep me motivated to keep pushing myself. So yeah, real quick, those are just my pieces of advice to you if you want to limit your screen time and reclaim your mental energy. I've gotten my screen time to a point where I only use my phone for like bus tickets, alarms, and checking the time. I could get rid of it all with like physical tickets, an alarm clock, and a watch though. So see ya.